Hello my fellow book nerds. In this video I'm going to show you my favorite movie to book adaptations. There are a few, so let's get right into it. So the first one is Hunger Games. I love the Hunger Games movie. Oh, by the way, most of these are movies that I watched first and then read the book. So that really helps with, not hating the movie completely. So the Hunger Games, I love the Hunger Games, especially Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson as Katniss and Peeta. I thought they were amazing as them too, and their acting is just awesome. So I thought they portrayed them very well. Plus, what they did with District 1, like how the people dressed, how they did their hair, their makeup. It was completely insane, just pretty much how I pictured in the book. How they did awesome. They really did. So I think they did a fantastic job. Yes, there were a few little things that I was like, why'd you do that? Why'd you change that? They really annoyed me. But besides that, they did really good. And I'm glad that they kept the song, the hanging tree, I believe it's called. I'm glad that they kept it and that she actually sang it. I thought that was amazing. She did really good. The next one is Sherlock Holmes. Where are you at? There you go. Sherlock Holmes. So I have the first volume and the second volume written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Mouthful. I love that there's so many adaptations of this book. That there's the one with Robert Downey Jr. That one's such an amazing movie. Those two movies are really good. I love Sherlock, the one with Benedict Cumberbatch. That one is so good. I think that one's probably my favorite of all of them. And I love that it keeps going and growing, and sometimes they add new ones, and it's just awesome. I think having so many versions of it is really good because there are so many in the book, so many stories in the book that you can have so many different adaptations of it. Now, my favorite thing is all the reactions of the John Watsons when Sherlock comes back. My favorite one is probably the one from Sherlock where he pretty much beats the crap out of him. Like, first he's just in shock, and then Sherlock, being his regular horrible self, like sarcastic and not knowing anything about human nature, being so mean, ends up beating him up. That's probably like the best one. I love it. Didn't really show his reaction that much with the Robert Downey Jr. one, but it's still pretty good. So I love all the reactions. One thing that I really like is that in the books, they don't really tell you exactly how he does it, or like when he figures it out. You don't know when he figures it out. Does that make sense? In the end, he usually tells you how he figured it out. So I like that in the movies and in the shows, you go with him. Like, John Watson's actually with him all the time and learning as Sherlock is doing it how he does it. He just learns. So I really like that. In the book, it doesn't do it as much, but I still enjoy the books. They're really good. The next one is The Hobbits. I know, it's really weird, but I didn't really get into this until they made the movies, so I watched the movies first. And then when I read the books, when I read the book, it's just The Hobbit, okay? It's The Hobbit. I was really let down because I thought it was going to be so much more in the book than in the movies, but it wasn't. They really, really stretched out the movies for the book. Like, wow. Like, I still love Bilbo. I mean, I still loved all the characters and all that, but it was really exaggerated in the movies. But I still loved it. Like, when they did Smaug, oh my goodness, that was amazing. There's a scene where it's just like a little red dragon, like, height, and you're like, oh, that's the dragon. And then you see the fire, and you're like, oh, that's the dragon. And then you don't really see him until the end, but I love the dragons so much. I don't understand why I love dragons. They're just awesome. But the dragon is definitely one of my favorite parts of the movie, and the way he talks, Benedict Cumberbatch, is just amazing. Next one is Pride and Prejudice. Okay, so I know I mentioned this book in the last movie video, but who cares? My favorite movie from this one, because there's a ton of adaptations of this one as well, but my favorite one is probably the one with Keira Knightley. I haven't watched many of them, but that one is just my all-time favorite because one, I love her. I think she's such an awesome person, and she played Elizabeth so well. And they're British. I just love the accents. You can hear the accents when they're in the movies, and you can also, okay, so this book is not exactly that easy to read. It's pretty, I mean, it's not exactly hard, but you have to think about it a little bit. So when they argue, I like that it's like at the moment and you're getting the hits at the moment, especially when she and Mr. Darcy are arguing. It's pretty much fantastic. So definitely love the movies with this one. I'm not gonna say the movie's better than the book. I would never say that. But the movie was great and the book is great. They're just all great. Okay, like this one, the book was definitely better. I mean, the movie was definitely better. I hate to say that. Ugh, I even cringe at that thought. But Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I found the movie on Netflix and I watched it and I was like, this is fantastic. Like, I love the captain. I love the idea of the story with the witches and everything. I thought it was great. So I was like, the book must be impeccable. It must be amazing. And I read the book and I was like, I guess I didn't like it that much. I don't know why. But the movie was great. I thought it was amazing. I love the actors. I especially loved Robert De Niro as the captain. That was amazing. See, like that, they didn't bring that captain in here, or they just added more to him. I don't know. Yeah, I'm guessing because he wrote the book first and then the movie. So I really liked Robert De Niro as captain. I like the idea of the star. She sounds so awesome, like so sweet and, you know, with an attitude. Gotta love that. So tell me what you think about this one, if you watched it, if you read it. My ideas, I'm not that into the book, but I mean I enjoyed the book, but I really actually preferred the movie over the book. Maybe because the witches did more or something, I don't know. But yeah, definitely the movie. Now, this movie was amazing. I was laughing, crying during the whole thing, and I got the book because of it. Hidden Figures. I didn't like the book as much as the movie because in the movie, I mean, it's an actual storyline and the characters are acting out. Well, they're not characters, but the actual people are talking and having conversations and you see them growing and all that. In the book, it's more like a paper. That's what it. Maybe if I finished reading it, it would get better. I don't know, but I only got that far. Didn't finish reading it because it was written like a paper to me, and I didn't like that. I prefer being with the characters, learning about them, and not someone telling me about them. Does that make sense? So, but that's pretty much why I like the movie more. But the movie was just awesome to see the changes of the people, to see how they did it, how we got to the moon. I believe that's the one. No, not to the moon. I just had to get into orbit. But it was so great. I thought the movie was fantastic and I really want to rewatch that. This is the last one. Jurassic Park. I love the book as much as the movies. They're fantastic. How can you not like Jurassic Park? They're just seeing, like, I love that the dinosaurs aren't they're actually there, that they're actual robots. That's so amazing because then you look like you can actually feel like you're putting your hand on them and touching them and being completely freaked out by them. So I watched the movies first. I didn't even know there was a book until I googled it or something and the book popped up. I was like, wow, there's a book. So I ordered the book right away. The book is just as great or even greater than the movie. Now, the things that I liked most of all was in the movie, what are their names? Alan and Allie, they're actually together in the movie. In the book, they're not. She's just a student of his. I was like, I kind of like that they're together. I love Jeff Goldblum as Ian. Oh, he's so good in that character. That's like his iconic character forevermore. So love that so much. And also oh yeah, I forgot. In the movie, the grandpa, the guy that actually creates Jurassic Park, he's actually a very sweet man who you could probably kind of understand why he's doing certain things. In the book, he's way more evil. Like, wow, like you cannot comprehend him that much, because I mean, he literally brought his grandchildren just to prove that it was good for children. He was doing it all for the money, and he ends up dying in the book. If you haven't read the book, I'm sorry, spoiler alert, but yes, he definitely dies. So, and he dies in like a very sad way too. Definitely cool. I mean, and then in the book they destroy all the velociraptors. They destroy all of them, so that's painful to the heart. But pretty, I must admit, they're both pretty great, and the movie adaptation is amazing. Love the actors, love the scenery, love the script, who they are. It's just awesome. I love it. So tell me, what is your favorite movie adaptation down below, whatever it can be. I'm usually okay with movies, but there's some that are just completely awful and I hate what they did with it. So that's gonna be another video, another day. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. And let me know what your favorite book to movie adaptation is. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.